Good morning, everybody. It's Marty the JavaScript Party. It looks like my webcam is not working. There we go. Here we go. I got a couple of nuts for my buddy Rhett. There you go, sweetheart. There you go. And then, uh, she's, I don't know, she's in a weird mood. She actually knocked down a whole part of the plant the other day, and then, right at the end of the day, and then when she came back this morning, she was like, this is knocked down, so. But she was the one who knocked it down yesterday. Um, Anyways, it is Monday, 8:38. I got 22 minutes before I have to log on to work. So that means about 17 minutes to make a video. And my application is currently building. And let's see, it is 40 degrees outside. I was walking around out there, felt fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. What is the test? So that's 40 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 8 degrees Celsius or something like that. See, oh man, it's supposed to rain start on Wednesday. Let's see while we wait for this thing to start up. Not that I need to see what is the high for today. 62. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be beautiful. I'm gonna have a great run. Definitely looking forward to running. And then tomorrow the high is 72 degrees, which is 70 most people consider like the perfect temperature. So that's crazy. It's gonna be so nice tomorrow. And then it's supposed to rain on Wednesday, but be a high of 63, which will be very, very pleasant. Then 61 on Thursday and 61. I might probably need to start taking my plants outside. I have like a lot of plants that I'd bring in for the winter, and then I take them outside. But anyways, so here we go. Let's hit reload. Just make sure things still work. I think if I remember correctly, we are doing a commit today. And then we're going to start a new project or new thing. Uh, and that is to have like a data table that has the stuff. And really, honestly, like the only reason is because I want to be able to build end-to-end tests that I can then use in the future to see that entities were created and removed properly. Um, that is fairly tricky now. Like I'm still not deleting everything I need to delete. I have memory leaks all through this application. So what I mean is like if I hit F12 here and I look at the console log, you'll see that we have like 9 visualization or 9 objects that describe this visualization here. And so then if we go to this other view and then we delete, you'll see we still have 7 of them, even though we just deleted it. So, and this is just one of the best examples of a classic JavaScript memory leak. And then Dakota, stop it. Um, so like these 7 things exist, but they aren't ever presented, never have any intention of being presented. If I were to create a new one, it would not reuse these. These things are just zombie pieces of memory that are just locked down for the lifetime of this application. And so this is tricky already, right? Like, so when I'm deleting, I'm not deleting things that I should be deleting. But it's going to get a lot trickier when I have situations where, like, let's say I have this geometry and I'm using this geometry in 3 different visualizations. If I'm reusing this geometry, I don't want to delete it. And that's going to be like, it's not going to be too bad to code it, but then it's going to be really hard to not screw that up down the road. To not like in the future forget that I need to, oh, by the way, I need to make sure that I only delete it if blah, blah, blah. But if I write an end-to-end test that tests that, then that'll be great because I won't lose it. And then, but the thing is end-to-end tests only tests what's visible. So it can't test. I don't think it tests the console, and I don't want it to anyways. So that's why I need to create some visualization, some DOM elements that correspond to this table here. And so that'll be good. But for now, that's for tomorrow probably, because for today, all we're doing is going through and just making sure everything is appropriate for uh, unit tests. I mean, for like there's no weird console logs or anything like that. We're just like literally looking at the highest. We've done like serious end-to-end testing. All that does is delete that. We've done like really intense um, unit testing. We have 100% unit testing. Like we've done all the testing we're supposed to do, and we've checked all the code, and everything is exactly the way we want it. But it is possible that we have just some stuff in here that we don't need. Like apparently I don't need that. And apparently ST animation doesn't look like we use this. Doesn't look like we need that and that. And so now we don't even have a change to that file. And this, and then not. And then guess we'll get rid of this comment. And that's really all I'm looking for. It's like stray comments. Um, okay, it looks like this is just, was this there for reference? That one's a little nerve-wracking, but I think it was just a comment. So it should be okay. ST service, scene service. See, it looks like we never use this base mesh thing, but okay. I don't even see what the change is here. I don't see it. Let me double click on this one. Oh, it's a brand new file. So yeah, there are no changes because it's brand new. Okay, here we go. There we go. Looking good. Brand new file. Nothing crazy in there. I think I need this. All right. That is cool. So now let's do our commit. I can't, this is probably, what, video 389? That's a guess. Let me go look. And this is definitely a super commit. It's got everything. 391. Whoop, whoop. Doing pretty good. Making lots of videos. Not getting a lot done, but making lots of videos. Video 391. Super issue 18. Refactors animation. I feel like I definitely don't feel 100% comfortable with how animations work, like that I have a full grasp of it, even though I completely built it out myself. And I don't think that, oh, did I not stage any of this stuff? I do that all the time. Um, so I feel really good about, like, I feel like I understand. I mean, I don't feel like I have a full grasp of it, but I definitely understand it a lot better now. And I'm really glad that we split out the sort of the redrawing of the actual like SVG 3JS object from the redrawing of the positioning of the DOM objects. I'm glad that swapped out. And then sync changes. So, oh, looks like I have 2 commits behind. I'm gonna push that. Let's go to GitHub. So I think that took more than a week. That was a pretty big effort. And honestly, at the beginning of it, I just didn't even know if we were going to succeed or not. It was, to me, it was pretty dicey. It looked like that refactor. I had just so much weird, awkward coupling in there that, like, refactoring it was tricky. And I think had I waited like another month or two, I don't think I would have been able to actually pull it off. Um, like I had wanted in the previous version that I worked, 2024 version. Um, um, I when I did that one, create pull request. Oh, let's look at everything. Just make sure there's nothing weird in here. Um, oh, I had really wanted to re-architect the way the animations, the ThreeJS animations interact, and they just wasn't doing it. And I also wanted to tease it out so that I could do like exports and imports, and I had just got it too complicated. And I literally could just not figure out. All I could do was just burn it to the ground and start from scratch again. Um, okay, that looks good. All right, so we are going to create this pull request. Hey, Rhett. Hey, Rhett. See, am I ready? It's only 8:49. It's only 8:49, dude. We got plenty of time. Pull request. Merged. So now we should only have two issues. I think one of them is create. Yeah, so this is what I'm working on now. And we created the issue yesterday. I'm going to create the branch today, so that's going to include the work we just did. Um, I haven't like data and entities. Is entities right? I think entities is right. And then we could probably add like slash meshes if we want to just only focus on meshes. Stuff like that. I really hope this doesn't become a place. It's going to be so tempting to make this to be a place where I can alter things. I hope I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it will make sense to be able to alter things at the very basic level in here. Probably will. Actually, I'll probably want to do that. So basically, like make a mesh bigger or something like that. Be a cool secret thing. Um, create the branch. There we go. I was like, what am I doing next? Create this branch. Hit this copy button. Hello there. Hello, Rhett. And come over here. And see we're on 18 re-architect animations. And then this one is going to be 22 create a table. Hi there. Hello, Rhett. All right, so now we have our new one. We have our new task. And so basically we're going to add another thing called data here, another route called data here. Like that, data, and then I guess entities. So I think anything on data will be a table. And by default, I guess we'll show the entities if it's blank, or if it's at entities, we'll show the entities table. So I think what we want to do, first of all, let's go to, we're going to need a new one of these things, right? And then um, I think we handle it in here, right? Yeah, this is where we have sort of the logic that determines what's displayed. And so we could, and it would be kind of fun to have like a, like where this still stays up. Let's just, so in here will be like parrot, ant, and data. All right, so that's how we're going to handle our routing. Typically, I would handle routing with like the router outlet, but I had found that the router outlet, the way it's implemented, at least in this version of Angular, leaves a whole bunch of these things called detached nodes, and the detached nodes just like are consuming tons and tons of memory. As far as I can tell, it would be my guess. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it consumes a ton of memory, and I don't want that. So I decided to use these so that basically what happens is um, as these divs show up, as these elements become displayed block or not, it ends up reusing what's in there as opposed to deleting it and creating new. So at least and that's all like a hypothesis. Um, so it's just like I think that's how it works. I'm not sure, and I haven't really gone through like sort of the scientific method to try to prove that or anything like that. Um, so I guess I'll call this data table. No, it is a data layout because I think I'm going to have more than one sort of data table, but I'm not exactly sure. And then this is display block. So the elements that we're referring to don't even exist yet. I think I might have, let's see. And let's go with data. And then, so in any one of these other views, it's going to, now I think in here I might actually use the router outlet inside the data layout. Because I don't really care. The data is like I don't even want to put like a link to it. I just want to know that it's there. This is more like for um, testing purposes and for like um, debugging. And then maybe I'll add the ability to edit, but that still won't be like that'll still be like a testing. I don't think I want it to work that way. I want it to work through imports, exports, and stuff like that. But this would be the place that I could do like a quick and dirty change just to test things. But I don't want to have like I don't want that to be the easiest way to do it. All right, so that is no big deal. It is 8:56, so I got to go. Happy coding, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye.